Hello, welcome to this week's edition of BOI Impact, which is a continuation of our series on the Bank of Industry's intervention in the healthcare sector. I am Hadiza Oyewumi. The BOI Impact crew has been going around visiting various healthcare facilities that have been supported by the Bank of Industry all over the country. Our crew was recently in Osogbo, the Osun State capital, to witness the commissioning of Onward Specialist Hospital. The hospital was established on the 3rd of January in 1989 to render clinical and surgical services accredited under the National Health Insurance Scheme (NHIS) and Health Management Organizations (HMOs). With the support of the Bank of Industry, the hospital has been able to achieve the goal of continuously offering best quality healthcare services by upgrading and expanding the hospital and maintaining its existing medical equipment, as well as purchasing new ones to meet the needs of its clients and to keep up with changes in technology. Dignitaries present at the commissioning ceremony included the Executive Governor of Osun State, His Excellency Senator Ademola Adeleke, who was represented by his Deputy Governor, His Excellency Prince Kola Adeusi, the Oluwo of Iwoland, Oba Abdurrashid Akanbi, Chief Medical Director, Onward Specialist Hospital, Dr. Daniel Aremu Laosebikan, public and private healthcare practitioners, amongst other dignitaries. Here are highlights of the commissioning ceremony. Don't go away. Speaking at the commissioning, the Consultant General Surgeon and Chief Medical Director of Onward Specialist Hospital, Dr. Laosebikan, said the hospital offers excellent service with experienced and dedicated staff.
Today, the mustard seed that was sown then at Kotetia has grown to a giant Iroko tree today. The scope of the hospital services has increased tremendously since then. We now have life services in the following areas: accident and emergencies, impact welfare care, that is pediatrics, women welfare care, that is obstetrics and gynecology, general surgery, orthopedics, that's the bone care, ear, nose and throat care, oral and dental care, ophthalmology, that is eye care, neurosurgery, urology, internal medicine, dermatology, cardiology, physiotherapy, laboratory and blood bank, X-ray and other ancillary services. Ultrasound facilities are available, and of course the pharmacy. We have neither closed nor shut our doors for one day to any patient, and have been providing services for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the past 33 years. Thus, we have between 1989 and 2021 attended and treated 250,864 clients. On admissions roll, we have admitted 50,226, and of course we delivered the 2,068 babies. You cannot undertake this type of a gigantic project without having the backing of a bank. So at this juncture, I want to thank the Bank of Industry then for their assistance in helping us to complete this hospital, this project, phase 2, then much earlier than it will have been. So we thank you.
One of the directors of the hospital, Dr. Olaosebikan, mentioned some of the features of the hospital.
What you've seen here is an accomplishment based on determination and our vision for the health care of our people. This is the society that we grew up from. Just ahead of us, we're introducing the landing pad for helicopters for patient referrals. We've been in emergency care. We've been doing it for other citizens in other parts of the world. The facility is focused on the patient. As we walk through, there are certain things that we can only explain to you that are not obvious in terms of you will not be able to see it, in terms of the patient management system that is fully computerized, the patient care monitoring that is remote that we can see, and the use of telemedicine in terms of accessing specialists anywhere in the world that they can see and monitor and influence the management of the patient. We're also proud to say that we've been able to bring in operating microscopes so that vascular anastomosis and various high-tech surgical procedures can be done within these facilities.
The Executive Governor of Osun State, His Excellency Senator Ademola Adeleke, who was represented by his Deputy Governor, Prince Kola Adewusi, described the hospital as another veritable investment in the healthcare sector.
I'm amazed. My joy is unquantifiable today from what I'm seeing. I want to use this opportunity again to call on all sons and daughters of Osun State to emulate what Papa is doing today. It is a good sign of good things coming to Osun State. On behalf of the government of Osun State, I want to sincerely thank you for doing this in Osun State. You could have as well moved it to somewhere else, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. So, for bringing it down to Osun State here, honestly speaking, it is a thing of joy for all of us in Osun State. And like our royal fathers has been praying for you, I pray too that you will live long for us in good health. And those children that God has used in putting all these things together, may God Almighty continue to be their guide and guard in anywhere they find themselves in the world.
Professor Aremu Laosebikan thanked various stakeholders for their contributions.
One of the things I find very interesting in Osogbo is the fact that private practitioners work together. They don't see the healthcare space as competitive. They support each other. And this is a spirit that I think is important that we need to carry through. And to all our colleagues in the government institutions, thank you very much to those who render services as specialists in this hospital, to those who are still supporting the government establishment. We really appreciate your contribution because healthcare is a global industry. And from primary healthcare to tertiary, if there's a break in the cycle, there won't be success in the delivery of healthcare services. And that is why, lastly, I want to thank all the staff of the Onward Hospital.
After the speeches, Osun State Deputy Governor Prince Kola Adewusi led other guests to commission and inspect the facility.
We have wards this side, but some of them have patients. We go into the wards upstairs and guests and there's individual patient monitors for patients
continuous ECG monitoring. Put your hands on, you should be able to read immediately. It's already telling us the saturation, it has ECG in place, and this is for all the patients that are admitted.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Welcome back from the commissioning ceremony of Onward Specialist Hospital located in Osun State. The BOI Impact crew had a one-on-one interview with one of the directors of the hospital, Dr. Olaosebikan Laosebikan, who shared with us the journey of the hospital from a 35-bedded facility in 1989 to a 70-bedded ultra-modern facility. Onward Specialist Hospital has been exclusively designed and equipped to deliver quality healthcare services, which is now branded the Onward Experience to the people of Osogbo and its environs. One of the directors, Dr. Olaosebikan Laosebikan, while speaking at an interview, shared the journey of the hospital.
The hospital was founded by my father and my mother, Dr. D.A. Laosebikan and Mrs. N.A. Laosebikan of blessed memory today. On the 3rd of January 1988. In 2004, June, we moved to this permanent site, Wuru, in Osogbo. We embarked on developing the second part of the hospital, which is this phase 2 of. We do render general care, and we're now running the 3rd generation of medical practice. We've spread in various specialties. My father was a general surgeon. He did a lot in urology as a subspecialty. My brother is a minimal access surgeon. He's done a lot in laparoscopic and interventional surgeries. Also on the general side, I have special interest in thoracic surgery, family health. So this is just opening up, just within the family. My son is also an intern. He's also in general practice right now. When we are talking of specialties, we've got various specialists collaborating with us. We've got cardiology services, we've got ophthalmology services, we've got the ear, nose, and throat specialists coming.
My daughter is a dentist. We've got dental services also in Onward Hospital that is running at the top level. And these are what we found is when these resources are put and they can perform, this is available at our doorstep. We are developing our assisted reproductive the therapy unit now for IVFs. We've got a trained gynecologist that is able to do quite a lot of procedures. And we're collaborating with quite a lot of specialists in this field, whether it is gynecology, obstetrics. We've got competent hands working with us, doing eye surgeries. We've also collaborated with the Smile Train initiative for repair of cleft palate. We've got plastic surgeons coming in to join us for these procedures, sponsored by the Smile Train. We're collaborating with Damien Foundation on tuberculosis, leprosy management and screening. We've got patients that were thinking that their solution could only have been achieved by going overseas. But bringing them to the facilities, their problems are being solved. And it is also imperative for me to emphasize that our collaboration with Doc on Call has opened this facility up to the use of telemedicine. That means we can even access remote specialists in micro fields of specialties. They are able to not only do video conferences, but they are able to give guidance in management of patients. And this specialist, the use of telemedicine now opens our resource to specialists even outside the country. The caveat there is that they have to be registered by the Nigerian Medical and Dental Association. And in our database of about 200 doctors, we can reach them wherever they are. And this is one of the key solutions that we have brought.
Dr. Laosebikan said the support of the Bank of Industry has indeed helped the hospital to grow in leaps and bounds.
I must also thank the Bank of Industry, the management, especially our local chapter. We've met brilliant minds, and it has not just been a lender or buyer's relationship. They've worked with us in the journey, and we were happy about their meticulous attention to detail in order to make sure that it is a successful financial transaction. Healthcare is completely different from finance, and the process of being able to access this was made fantastic by the staff members, by their humane nature, and by the understanding of the healthcare space. The facility has enabled us to render a better quality of healthcare to our patients. It has been able to assist us to employ more people, to increase the reach, to get brand new equipment and compete with first world organizations within our environment. And this is the need. This is what is called capacity building, which the Bank of Industry has worked with us, and the understanding of healthcare as a business. With the Bank of Industry initiative, we've been able to move from a 35-bed facility to a 75-bed facility. we've been able to change our private wings into a 10-unit private wing facility from a 2-unit private wing facility. We've been able to create our intensive care services, fully funded ICU. We've got 2 ICU spaces. We've been able to specifically invest in our orthopedic unit, getting proper orthopedic related equipment, theater tables, and orthopedic beds that are world class to the service of our patients. This has improved our staff strength from we were running before working with BOI, we were running a staff strength of about 40. Our staff strength now stands at 65 now. So there has been almost a 50% change in our staff strength.
Nigerians can be rest assured that the Bank of Industry will continue to support their project. Here is what the MD BOI, Mr. Olaosebikan, has to say.
We will support those who have done their homework. Unfortunately, most doctors are not good business people. And one of the things that we encourage doctors to do, is to attend business courses. It's one thing to be a good doctor. It's another thing to run a hospital successfully. The two they don't just go usually hand in hand. You need to understand that the hospital is a business. It can be run profitably, but you need to prepare for it. So for those who have done their homework and we're willing to assist, they can come to us, for funding. We'll be glad to help them.
The World Health Organization, WHO, states that a robust healthcare system is one which provides adequate healthcare needs of people in a certain geographical location wherever they are required. With this understanding, the Bank of Industry BOI is committed to partnering with private organizations and individuals to create environments where Nigerians can enjoy quality healthcare services. BOI will continue to support the federal government's effort at transforming all sectors of Nigeria's economy to meet global best standards. Till we come your way again next week, thank you for watching this week's edition of BOI Impact. I am Hadiza. Bye for now.